Hi, today we're going to go over the submission procedure found on our website. All right, so you can find our submission procedure on our website if you click here. And today I will quickly walk through steps 1 through 14, just highlighting a few of the main items. I will not be covering every single item, so it's really important to carefully and completely review each of these steps on your own. All right, step number 1, schedule defense and start writing. In this step, we will look at the calendar and the templates. All right, we'll click here on the target dates to bring us to the calendar page. These dates are really important to keep in mind while planning and scheduling your defense. For more information, see the video linked in the comments below. All right, click here on Approve Templates. We have provided a Word template and a LaTeX template, right here and here. These templates offer guidance for students, but do not guarantee your format will be correct once you start using it. If you're not familiar with a program like LaTeX, we recommend not using it. We cannot offer technical support. There are also tip sheets on how to use Word located on this page. All right, in step 2, we find the Thesis Handbook. So click here. And because the templates offer just a basic guide, it's imperative to read and understand the formatting requirements found in the handbook. So here you can download it, which we recommend doing, so you can keep a copy of it on hand while you're writing. All right, step 3 is submitting a preliminary review. This is not required, but is highly recommended. Find a link below for the video on how and when to submit a preliminary. All right, so steps 4 through 7 are all about preparing for your defense, gathering any copyright permissions, defending, and making any final changes. Consult with your department and committee chair for guidance on these schedules. You passed your defense. Congratulations! Next, we move on to step 8, submitting your manuscript to our online system called OnBase. So if you click here, this page will give you a step-by-step on how to submit your manuscript. All right, number 9, track committee signatures. After you have submitted your manuscript, the system will send out emails to your committee and department chair requesting a signature of approval. You will receive an email once a person has submitted their signature. It is your responsibility to keep track of signatures and follow up with anyone who has not submitted their signature. All right, number 10. Once signatures are received, your manuscript enters the working queue. Yay! Your manuscript is reviewed within 2 days. But if you submit the week of the target date or on the target date, the wait time will be longer than 2 days. Why? Because most students submit during this time. For example, summer semester 2022, we had a total of 54 students submit during the week of the target date, and 20 of those submitted on the target date. Plus, this queue doesn't account for each editor's personal queue of students. At any given time, the editor may be working with 10 or more students. All right, next, steps 11 through 12, working with an editor. Carefully and completely make all of the requested edits. If you have questions or concerns about the marks, email your editor. Email is the quickest form of communication. And try and resubmit by the date indicated on the correction sheet, or even sooner. If you find you need more time, we understand we all have lives. Communicate this to your editor. Keep them updated. Communication is key. It can take a few rounds of corrections to get it ready for publication. Edits are sometimes missed by the student or the editor. We're all human. And try and stay on top of resubmitting in a timely manner. The closer we get to the target date, the less time we have for edits. All right, step number 13, upload to ProQuest. Once the manuscript is ready, your editor will give you instructions to upload to ProQuest. Upload as soon as you can. Don't delay. Once you have uploaded, the Thesis Office Manager reviews the submission on ProQuest to make sure it was uploaded correctly, that no errors occurred, and to verify the correct version was uploaded. The manager will also review the manuscript for any missed edits. If the manager notices any additional errors, they will email you from ProQuest. It is very important to respond to any edit request as soon as possible. If you fail to respond promptly, it will result in delayed graduation. All right, step 14. Once your submission has cleared, you will receive an email from ProQuest. Congratulations! For another resource that explains our process, scroll down to Thesis Resources, click here, and then click on Pre-Defense to Publication, a checklist, and download this checklist. If you have any questions, reach out.